You're listening to the Telltale channel. Don't forget to check me out on all social media: Patreon, Twitter, Teespring, and Etsy. All links can be found in the description or on my website, telltaleatheist.com. Hey, this is Owen. If you're comfortable, leave your first name and state at the sound of the tiny truck backing up.
Hey, Owen. My name is Catherine, and I'm from North Carolina. So as a parent like yourself, I used to be religious, and I used to be very Christian, Baptist, faith-based. My husband is an atheist, and actually my husband was the one who, I guess, helped me get me out of the church. There was just a lot of family issues and a lot of things I didn't agree with. But the question that I want to ask is both of our families are still very religious, and we have a child together. And one of the things that him and I have agreed on is to raise our child with no religion. But we have family members who would disagree greatly. And how would you approach that? Because I know your mother is still a devout Jehovah's Witness. But how would you approach it if you're still in contact with your family and based on religion? Thank you so much, and thank you for all you do. Bye.
Very interesting question. So, how do you deal with the fact that you have religious family members and you don't want them indoctrinating your kid? I don't think my daughter has seen my mom in like a long time, but she used to go there for the summer. And I told her one of the stipulations for going there for like a couple of weeks to see her or whatever is she can't ram that stuff down her throat. She has to give her room to breathe. She can't try to indoctrinate her literally the entire time she's there. Leave Jehovah out of it completely. Don't even bring it up. Jehovah's Witnesses have this belief called theocratic warfare. It's the idea that lying and cheating and manipulating anything is justified if it means you're furthering the goals of the Watchtower Society. So that's what I found my mom was doing. She was lying to me. She said, okay, I will leave Jehovah out of it completely. Will not talk to her about it. And she just straight up lied. She lied to me. Intentionally, knowingly told me a lie because she wanted Kylie to go there and she wanted to try to indoctrinate her anyways. And it came to the point where Kylie was actually talking about getting baptized as a Jehovah's Witness. So for the next year, basically, I spent the whole year trying to deprogram her. I didn't really want to turn Kylie into an atheist. That was not my intention. I told her that I'm an atheist, which opened the door for her to realize that being a Christian isn't the only option. But I had to poke holes in religion to deprogram her from Jehovah's Witnesses, basically, and point out how absurd some of this stuff is. Can you really take it seriously if they're telling you that man was created 6,000 years ago? Can you really take them seriously in that case? That is completely absurd at its face. And I explained to Kylie why that is absurd. I explained how the world works, how evolution works. I taught her critical thinking skills and stuff like that. At the end of it, now she tells me that she is an atheist, but she has historically gone to church with her grandma every Wednesday night, basically, up until the pandemic hit. And I've been okay with that because her grandma's church, not my mom, but her other grandmother, her grandma's church is super chill. They don't hate anybody for anything. They're not extremists. They're not nutcases. They're not a cult. And that's what I really, really care about. But going into this, to answer your question more directly, you're probably going to have to assume that the family's going to lie to you about it. I don't know how extreme your group is, the group that you came from. The more extreme they get, the more insidious they will be to convert the kid, to make them a lifelong follower. The more insidious they'll be. So you have one of basically two options now. Either don't let the kid go over there ever again, or prepare them for the mental indoctrination that they will almost certainly try to push on the kid. Teach them critical thinking skills. Talk to them about the absurdity of what these people are going to try to teach them. Preempt it. Teach the kid how to think so that when they try to push these absurd ideas on them, it's not going to stick. That would be my advice.